Fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking heads, man.
Angry Fan Movement is the movement to move with. URL TV for life. You already know what it is.
Yo, we got Rosenburg Raw on the line. Yo, Ro, what's good?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Nah, shit, chilling, man. Chilling. Welcome back up here, man. Got a big battle coming up this weekend. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling real good.
Okay. So you got Jims? You got him? No, he's coming off a crazy loss, my nigga. It's gonna be the best. I'm not Jims. J Murda. It's gonna be the best J Murda we've seen.
Already beat up on Jim, but
yeah.
So you know, I'm excited, man. You know what? I could honestly say for the first time in a long time, I'm just excited. You know what I mean? I think that DNA battle gave me some new life for myself. Like, the people are the people, so everybody got their own opinions. But just my self-confidence and, you know, I just feel like I said, I feel like it's becoming fun for me again, man. And I think that's when I'm most dangerous, is when I'm actually enjoying winning. You know what I mean, or competing. And I just think for me, for the last couple of years, it started to become about the money. It was a money thing. Man, I had to take a reality check. Like, nigga, you're not even getting top tier for it. It ain't like I'm getting tens and thousands of dollars. So ain't no reason for me to be all about the money. I gotta find some excitement in this shit again, man. And I'm just excited, Cass, to be honest with you.
Nice, my nigga. The DNA battle, yo. I'm gonna keep it real.
Oh my God.
I got tweeted the link, right? I didn't even know that it wasn't the official link. I didn't even realize that shit. I'm tweeting it to niggas like, yo, that DNA battle, you came up here, you said you was focused for him. What was that line you said something about? He got 10 relatives and only remember 5 of them or some shit? Like, yo, you was wildin', B.
You know, that battle was like something personal for me, you know what I mean? It was like a personal challenge for myself and more just, you know, it's like you know when when they say niggas get cut or traded by a team, or they ask to be released, and anytime they go against that team again, they wanna do numbers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I felt like I was representing a brand and a league and an entourage, a group of niggas that I wanted to represent well, you know what I mean? And
so you looked at it.
Like I said,
You pretty much looked at that shit as some RBE versus URL shit. And to you personally.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I would say it's more me versus like old demons. You know what I'm saying? Like I really wouldn't. It's not. I don't think it's my place to even ever try to make a URL RBE thing. I think that whole thing is even bigger than I could be. You know what I mean? Like, so I wouldn't even, make it like that. I was just speaking personally for me and how I felt about the battle and how I went into the battle thinking, where my mindset was, and it was like, I gotta do this for us, you know what I mean? And, man, I've been in the game for a long time, so, DNA is funny because as solid as my resume is, DNA happened to be like arguably my biggest battle on my resume, and I got a nice resume, so, for me to just be getting my biggest battle, it was like, damn, it was fresh, you know what I mean? It was like a sense of release, relief. And I always want to, them niggas at that level or who are looked at in a DNA light, like I'm in my mind, I'm in that light, you know what I mean? I know I'm just as good, and you know what I'm saying? So when I got the opportunity, I knew I had to like jump on it, and I knew he was gonna play with me, which I thought he was smarter than that. But when he got out the car and he was walking like into the venue, we was all sitting outside. I could like see in his face he wasn't ready and shit, you know what I mean? And I was so fucked. He could have won 3 that day.
He didn't want to go 3.
You were motivated.
No,
you were different. You were definitely different. You stepped your game up.
Well, you know what? It's funny because I got a little scheme in my round this weekend for the RBE joint about, my age. A lot of people, man, be thinking I'm so old, and it's funny how many people are out the loop. You know what I'm saying? Like when a fans is raw washed up or raw over the hill, and it's like, yo, I'm 23 years old. Like I'm 10 games. Like I just turned 23 August 11th a couple weeks ago. So yeah, man. So I'm destined for greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been through the trials, tribulations, got an impeccable resume. As a young boy, we was on URL, and I was going back to high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I battled QP, and I couldn't stay out in New York that weekend because I had to go to school. You know what I mean? So, I was super young and shit doing that shit, and I got all that old experience. And now that I'm hitting my prime right now, it's ready to be crazy because it's a bunch of people who giving up on me thinking, all right, Raw been in the game. They don't even know. Like, I'm just hitting my prime, my pen getting tighter. My delivery's always been dope, but I'm perfecting it. Like, man, it's gonna be a big. I'm gonna end the year right, especially this weekend. But it's gonna be a big 2016 for me. Like, I'm sure of it. My confidence is sky high right now.
Okay. I ain't mad at it. Go ahead, Blue. Talk your shit.
Yo, what's going on, Raw? Yo, to me, I want to know personally. You know what I'm saying? You may agree or you may disagree. That's just how I see you as battle rap. Like your style and how you sound, your delivery. You like the Beanie Siegel battle rap to me. Like how you sound, your delivery. It's like, I think that shit hard. And I don't know, man. Like, how do you feel about that? Would you agree or nah?
Yo, man, that's funny you said that because, like, this weekend in a bar. This weekend I got some shit like that about, like, you know what I mean? I always hear the Siegel and Styles P comparisons, like, all the time. You know what I mean? So, and they two of my favorite rappers and shit. So that's definitely, like, it makes sense. I'm definitely inspired by both of them, especially Beans. You know what I mean? Being local to where I'm from. And I just think that, right now, I think that's just like it's not a coincidence that Sugar's having a nice little run right now, man, because the game is so oversaturated with that bullshit, man. Just hearing that original gangsta and that MC shit is just like a breath of fresh air, man, to the real fans of being MCs, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
it's all about wordplay now.
To the weirdos, not to the weirdos, man. Like, and it's not about wordplay to somebody like me in my mind. And it's funny, man. That's why a lot of people disagree on who win and who lose battles, because we judge them differently. You know what I mean? Like, that wordplay shit, it just don't go a long way with me. I don't think that's all it takes to win battles, and I hate people who act like that's all it takes.
Is it overrated, you feel?
I think that whole style is overrated. I think, like, when do we become, like, why do we got to explain our shit so much now? Like, and break down, like, why ketchup is spelled with a, like it's spelled. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't get it. I just rather would hear niggas go in. Nobody was really ever doing that back in the day when we was getting on, even our PG class before us and after us. We weren't doing none of that shit, man. Like, and it just, I don't know when it changed, but when it changed, that shit took off because they going crazy with it now. Like, even Jay Murda, for instance, you know what I'm saying? It took me a while to figure out who he was and, why he was on the come up. And then, my cousin had told me, like, he was like the dude that came up with the PG step, and then a bunch of dudes took off with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, wow, okay, so that's where he come from. You know what I mean? To me, that don't mean shit. Like,
yeah.
They came up with the step. Like, why does that make niggas dope? So I don't know. It's goofy to me, but, you're not going to like everything that the game brings. So,
Hey, Raw, you just said some real shit that's what he's known for. Do you think that is he more known for that than his bars right now?
Well, I think a lot of niggas are cats, and that's what's goofy to me. It's like, no disrespect to the young boy Dot. I think he's entertaining, and I enjoy watching him. Like, I'd be fronting if I said I didn't. Like, he's entertaining, but when you take that out of the equation, it's like, why are we cheering for this shit, man? Like, when did this shit become hot? And I think it's fucking up the game because the new niggas that's coming in, there's always new niggas coming in. The battle rap game is like the music industry now. It's everybody trying to get in it, and
That's true.
I feel like it's setting a bad example for the youngins that's coming up that is going to be trying to hold battle rap up when everybody is gone and they think this is the way to get on. Like, this ain't the right way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, I do think it's overrated. I just think that if we got back to what actually everybody was saying and cheering for what people were saying, the battles would be more enjoyable.
Okay, I feel you on that one.
It's like a popularity contest now, it's like a high school reunion and, I don't know. It's cool.
But you know what? I mean, it's cool because you said for when the old niggas sit down, for the new niggas, the young niggas that come up, I mean, shit, you 23. So you ain't going nowhere soon. You see yourself leaving anytime soon?
Yeah, but see, I caught a rare break early. You know what I mean? I always looked older and I always acted older. So, I remember I lied to Smack and Beasley. Matter of fact, they didn't find out I was underage until they wasn't trying to let me in the club to battle QP. And Beasley was like, "Oh, you 17?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And it was kind of an issue. You know what I mean? But we was already dug in at that time. The battle happened. Then I had a good battle. So, I was just one of them rare stories that I got on early. But everybody doesn't get on when they're in high school. You know what I mean? Like, everybody doesn't, get on when they 17, 18 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm kind of lucky.
That's dope, man. That's a good look right there, man. And then you had you said you had a little spell when it was about the money and shit. At least you got all that shit out the way now, and now you're getting back to fun again.
Well, I you know what's crazy? I'm experienced. You feel me? And I know it now. Like, I know I'm experienced. That's, I'm aware of it, and when I'm going into these battles that I'm going into, from DNA on, and how I approach the DNA battle and how I approach this murder, I think everybody's gonna be surprised how serious I took murder. And I think the fact that I want to win, it's not like I'm going and I'm getting paid still, but that's not the highlight of what I'm going. You know what I mean? I want to go and win. You know what I mean? So when I'm in that mindset, like, fuck the bread, I want to get the W first. And if I lose, that money's not gonna make me feel better. You feel me? I want to win.
And that's what it should be about.
And I think right now I'm in a dangerous mindset because it's all about winning to me now. That's all it's about. Let's get these W's. You know what I mean? And I think that's gonna put me where I need to be. Just going out and treating everybody the same. No favors. Little nigga, big nigga, whoever you is, you gotta get it. You gotta get it.
I mean, but you know what, bro? To be real true, when I was there and I watched fucking you battle fucking Shotgun Suge, I see how you came out the first and the third round. I knew what it was then. And then the Swave battle, like, you low key, like, you been on your shit. Niggas wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, my delivery wasn't where I wanted to be. Like, I watched the Swave battle, and it was. At the time, the crowds were depressing, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like we were battling in dead crowds. So, that's actually a little depressing, and I let it wear on me. And I just feel like I didn't have the energy. Like, the bars was there, material was dope, but where my energy at, you know what I mean? And that's what I've been lacking lately, the energy and the fun part of it. And that's what I'm coming to do on Saturday. I'm coming to, bring energy and have fun, you know what I mean? And, somebody might fucking die in the process of that.
So, question, so Raw, so when you get in front of a crowd that's crazy hyped, it makes you go even harder, you saying?
I'm a momentum dude. Like, if you go watch the Big K battle, when I hit that see what they do for views shit, after that, my whole next 8 bars, I was just throwing haymakers at the nigga. And it wasn't like the bars were written on the spot. They were already pre-written, but I was delivering them with that extra sauce. You know what I'm saying? And, I feel like I'm a big moment battler. You know what I mean? Like, when the chips is stacked against me, you know what I'm saying, and my back against the wall and everybody doubting me, I think that, you know what I mean, that's my motivation sometimes, you know what I mean? But now I've been trying to find other motivation. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You know what I mean? I think that,
I give you some motivation. I'll make a blog for you, tearing your ass up in the blog so you can go hard.
But you know what? These are problems that like I said, I haven't been having lately. Like, you know, I'm a late writer too. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be writing with a week and a half left of the battle, and I've been getting out of that habit. You know what I mean? I wrote for Murder early, and another thing I do is if I get called and I get booked to battle somebody, and you know, I'm not a heavy footage watcher, so I'll turn on a battle, maybe 2 or 3, but I won't watch it all the way through. You know, I'll watch a little bit. I just want to hear what you're working with if I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But with Murder, I actually sat down and I watched battle after battle after battle because I really wanted to see what he was. He got under my skin talking some shit on Twitter, so I really wanted to see what he was working with, man. And I just sat down and watched him. You know, I just don't know. I don't know if he's good enough. And I'm not the type to, you know, predict body bags or say I'm a killer nigga, but I just know I'm ready. I just know I'm ready, and I hope he ready. You know what I mean? I hope he ready.
Oh, you focused right now. You definitely focused right now.
I mean every fucking word. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go now. We can battle now. You know what I mean? You know, I got Ness coming up in November.
Yeah, who coming up? Who?
Say what would you say?
Yeah, who coming up?
I got Ness coming up in November.
Let's go. Let's talk about it. How you feeling?
Yo, that's kind of special to me, and the reason being is because I don't give a fuck with these groups and how these battle rap fans feel about Ness, because they always clowning. You understand me? And you know, if it ain't the cheesecake shit, it's the crazy glue shit. You know, they always just clowning Ness. But out here in Pennsylvania and southeastern PA, you know, he got a respect level, man, amongst some of the greats, like the Beanie Siegels and the cats like that, man. That's a heavy spit out here. And when that The Band album dropped, when he was with The Band and they dropped that album, I was a fan, you know, and I was 12 years old. We stood in line at Kmart and we bought that album because Ness was in the group, you know what I mean? So growing up in middle school, I was a fan of Ness. I knew all his verses and shit like that. So I never front on him, no matter what his reputation is now, to y'all or to anybody else, how they think of him. To me, he's a legend. He'll always be a legend. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad the battle's taking place in PA, because he's appreciated out here. And that's why if you see the bill collector, inverse bill collector, it looks so good because he's appreciated. You see the fans were so open to him, and that was a deep crowd. You know what I mean? And that was down Center City, Philly, where they battled. So, you know, the crowd, they love Ness out there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm humbled that, you know, I'm battling somebody I looked up to growing up and shit. You know what I mean? It's that deep to me. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's what's up. How you feel, Blue? I know you from around that area. In Camden.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that shit. I think it's a dope look. You know, I mean, I was just in the group going back and forth with somebody. You know, matter of fact, it was Hazy going back and forth with him earlier and shit. About Ness and shit. He was asking me to quote some of Ness shit, so I was dropping quotes from him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, like you said, like, Ness was a legend to a lot of niggas, and, like, we seen this nigga on DVDs, like, as far as him making the group and all that, you know what I mean, that was something different, but as far as him being on DVDs and just spitting bars, yeah, Camden, we fucked with him. We fucked with him. You know what I mean? Camden, we fucked with a lot of y'all Philly niggas, though. Or Pennsylvania niggas, you know what I mean? We right there across the bridge. You know what I mean? So it's only thing that separates us is some fucking water. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? We fuck with y'all heavy. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good look. I'm definitely looking for that battle, you and Ness. I think that's dope. Word.
I see a classic happening, man. Ness felt like he back on his shit. Raw back on his shit. 2 booty niggas going at it. It's gonna be energy. I'm hyped.
Yeah,
man, I think it's definitely gonna be special for the state. You know what I mean? And we get a bad rap out here, man. You know what? I'm glad we talking about it now, so I can speak my piece on this, because I be seeing the way battle rap, and especially even the big battle rappers, all the way down to bloggers, fans, radio, whoever. And sometimes you too, cats. Like, I feel like y'all be shitting on Philly, and I know me and Bill Collector.
Whoa. Did you say shitting on Philly?
Hold on, let me finish. I feel like, and maybe when I say shitting on Philly, it may not be you necessarily dissing Philly, but I just feel like a lot of people act like Philadelphia wasn't like a big anchor to this whole battle rap culture. And if you remember a point in time, all New York top rappers, and tell me if I'm saying anything wrong, if you disagree, like Lux, Mook, Wax, all these dudes who are like super legends out of New York, at one time before the Lions Ins and the URL, when they were at like their underground DVD peak, they were calling out Philly dudes as almost like like that would verify or submit their place in the underground if they beat these type dudes. Well, the Lux is calling out Cicero. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Mook used to torment Cassidy. You know what I mean? And when he couldn't get Cassidy, he would take his frustration out on Reed. But I just see a lot of people in battle rap. And you know what? Maybe that was the wrong word to use, cat shitting on. But I just feel like a lot of like the Philly hip hop scene, man, they just don't get their just due. And we not in the best state right now. And you know what? I'm not from Philadelphia, but my crib is in Montgomery County. That's where I rep, and I live literally 5 minutes from Cheltenham Avenue. I cheer for the Eagles, Philly, Sixers, and Flyers. When they lose, I'm fucked up. So Philadelphia is my city, just like it is somebody who's actually living in Philadelphia. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. I just feel like battle rap don't give Philly the love or the homage or none of that shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, what you talking about? I be riding hard for Philly.
Listen, man, I know I'm not the only one on this phone right now that be saying the jokes and the shit that they, you know what I mean, how they look at Philadelphia battle rap right now, man.
But you know what that is, though? But you got to understand, I can tell you right now what it is. Number one, what it was Reed coming back and doing what he did. Because everyone thought, because John was the underdog. That I don't know, B. I can't even, it's not even just that, like, number one, people don't really even pay that much attention to the up-and-comers in Philly. And the reason that is because the legends are battling. Like, Rain Man just battled Ty Law. Reed came back, battled John. Kaboom got a battle. We seen him battle Born in the Quiet Room. So it's not like Ness came back. So they're kind of taking the shine from the up-and-comers from Philly, like Big Hand and who else? Zer Money's out there, man. Uno Lau's doing his thing, his kind of way. There is up-and-comers in Philly. Dub the Phenom and Bliss Creed and all of them. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like you have the names already out there battling. So now the people are really watching the names. People that feel like Rain Man was a monster versus Ty Law. They think he did okay. They think Reed lost bad. They think Kaboom lost bad versus Born in the Quiet Room. You gotta look, niggas started catching L's when they came back.
Yeah, but it's fucked up that niggas who just jumping back in from the dinosaur ages is what's the mix up saying or I don't know. Just PA as a whole, like, even all the way up to Pittsburgh, which, we really don't have too much ties with, but Real Deal, Rome, me, Bill Collector, I don't know. I just feel like it get overlooked a lot.
Yeah, but you know what, Roy? You gotta keep it real too. Philly got a wild ass image and shit. Niggas probably scared to go out there and shit. So they just looking over y'all niggas like, yo, these niggas is wild. Da 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 da. A lot of Philly rappers said that they feel like Philly's being blackballed from the industry. How you feel about that?
I feel like you talking about the music industry?
From the battle rap industry.
I think just from rapping period, Philly, it's never been like 5 or 6 Philly rappers all on the radio at one time that was hot. It's always like one guy at a time, like, all right, we'll take the State Property Group, you know what I mean? And then it was like, Cassidy, then it's me. It's like always one at a time, you know what I mean? It's never like, a bunch of dudes from Philly. Man, back from 06 to like 04 to 07, man, it's like 6, 7, 8 dudes from Philadelphia that should be millionaires right now, man, from like...
Yo, come on, Raw. You got to hold up, Raw. Hold up. You talking to a Philly fan. Hold up, my nigga. You may tell me that Top Class, that it wasn't like that with Top Class, my nigga. Reed had his own identity. Boom had his own Little Frank had his own. Like I had all these niggas up here already and shit. Cause I fuck with Frank and Eddie Morris. They kind of all like that's the one team that I say is like with the little Dipset team from Philly, where everybody had their own shit going on, but they was all together one group.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
If it wasn't for Touch Money or Headshots, you know the
Touch Money, yeah.
Yeah, Touch Money.
There wouldn't be no Rosenburg Raw or a bill collector. Like out here, it wasn't too many radio rappers that were quick. Like we looked up to them niggas, man. Like the DVD and the underground hip hop, they was good celebrities. You know what I mean?
Oh man, Raw, M.I., Stud Woods, Marley Franks, nigga, I fucked with every last one of them.
Stud Woods,
right? You know, a lot of dudes, man. You know, they go a long way. Bricks, Poop Papers, Vodka, Cheek World, all them.
Hell yeah.
Yo, Poop Papers,
hell yeah.
Poop Papers and Bricks, they had a Done Dirty DVD. I guess it got deleted. That shit was so fire what Poop Papers was spitting. It was insane.
Yeah.
Like,
gotta go look up Touch Money. I think it's 5-star DVD where they did like bar to bar, like all on one beat. Man, that shit was. Man,
and the video, they was all in the circle and shit. Man, you talking to a film? Come on, man. Don't get me started with Touch Money, man.
But now, I mean, you still got niggas out there representing them.
But listen, I've never been ashamed of, or you know, I don't have no problem paying homage whether I fuck with somebody personally or not. Like, just as much as, like your man said, but like he said, like, you know, I get a Beanie Siegel feel from you. That's just as much as Reed Dollar. You know what I mean? That's just as much as NH or Cicero or Cassidy. All of them inspire me just as much as a Beanie did. Like, you know what I mean? You know, so, you know, that thing, man, a lot of them dudes was talented, man. And that time was special for PA, you know what I mean? And I wish a lot of them were able to adapt to what's going on nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Because we'd be strong, but, you know.
Yeah, it was, I guess it was too much. Then once Joey got hit, and that shit went viral, that kind of took a mean hit right there, and then you seen Cheek Raw backing down D. Jones. A lot of them just going at each other. And not coming together. You see NH and Meek Mill coming at each other.
No, beef was the demise to all that shit.
What you mean?
Like beef. I mean, like I just think that, you know, it got to a point where every DVD was just everybody dissing everybody. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
it was dope though, Raw. It was fire.
No. Listen. That shit was. That shit was money. I mean, it was entertaining as shit, but it started getting to a point where it was you know, they were doing it too long, and you would start seeing dudes that was dissing dudes before in the same videos, dissing other dudes. Shit started to get fuzzy. You know what I mean? And at that point, the shit would come wrestling. You know what I mean? And you know, I just think one star authenticity went away from the beef, you know what I mean? It just, you know, the shit became the demise of it. A lot of these dudes are in jail behind that shit, man. You know what I mean? You know.
I see a couple niggas doing it.
But I just say I'm glad I'm from the era after that. Like, I'm glad I was, you know, growing up during that era, getting to see, you know, get my tools from them cats, you know what I mean? Instead of coming up in that era, because I don't know if I'd be where I'm at, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Ross, so I mean, who you got lined up after J Murda?
I got J Murda. I got the dude Rob. I think it's the PROB. I think I'm pronouncing it right, Rob. Next week after Blood, Sweat, and Tears in New York on the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. And then I got the Ness battle coming up. I think I might be battling the dude Vici from Staten Island.
Vici?
Yeah. On some
Dot Mob? The nigga from Dot Mob who battled on the rooftop? Who battled
I don't
Joe?
know. Like, I don't know if he's from Dot Mob because, like, every time I see him, he got a full zip him up sweatsuit on, and I don't be feeling that shit. So I don't know if he like.
He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, you know, it's the nigga Vici, man. That like been around, like.
All right, Roy.
Yeah.
After you beat him, then what you gonna do? Like,
listen, man. The murder. I mean, a couple of things I can tell you, like what I'm definitely aiming for. Not looking too far ahead, but you know, me and Quest McCody trying to do this King of the Dot thing.
okay.
You know, me and Bill might be, you know, wrestling around with the 2-on-2s on Don't Flop. So, and I'm definitely, once I clear this little schedule I got for the end of the year, like, you know, the main goal in 2016 is to make Rosenburg Raw versus K-Shine happen, like, by all means. So
Rosenburg Raw and K-Shine. You want K-Shine?
I want him bad, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that...
crazy.
Definitely seen y'all having words in the DNA battle.
What'd you say?
So I definitely seen y'all was having words during the DNA battle.
Yeah, he was whispering, though. He was watching how loud he was talking. You know what I mean? Because we was heavy up there in D.C. You know what I mean? But, you know, we did have a little bit of words and shit. But I'm definitely looking forward to trying to make that happen. I think me and him would be crazy. I think he'll push me to that level I want to go to. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm definitely, in 2016, I'm hoping we can make that happen. It's funny because shout out to Chillin', man. That nigga called a crazy body. You know, I think Chillin' came a long way, you know what I'm saying? It's funny because I remember right around, I think about 8 months ago, I was calling out Chillin'. We had some words. We wasn't really fucking with each other. And I don't know if you've seen the video. I told him, I said I put up my whole check in battling, like on a live judge battle. I don't know if y'all ever seen that video and shit.
Nah, I didn't see that shit.
Yeah, I said that in the video and shit. My whole point of bringing that up is I want to say that offer is off the table.
Smart man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I would not be trying to battle Chillin' for no live judge battle for no money. I'm cool.
Yeah, I think Chilla definitely do this motherfucking thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Can't even front on that shit. Yo, what about Tay-Rock? Did you battle Tay-Rock?
You know what's crazy? I mean, last time I spoke to Tay-Rock, we was online saying some real disrespectful shit. And the last time I checked, you know, we were saying we were going to, you know, physically put hands on each other when we see each other. Now, that was almost a year ago, I think. And I haven't seen him because I haven't been dealing with the URL. So we're not in the same places, you know what I mean? So I definitely would be interested in battling Tay-Rock, but he doesn't leave URL. So, you know, and right now I don't see me being on URL anytime soon. So, you know, I don't know if that would even be a possibility, but I would definitely be interested in battling him. I think it'd be dope. You know, he got a lot of aggression, you know what I mean? He put together now, so, you know, he got a style down pat, so I think that'd be dope. But, you know, K-Shine is somebody I'm trying to battle. Cortez.
You want Cortez?
Yeah, definitely I want to battle Cortez. I definitely want to battle Cortez.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Any animosity there, or you just want to do it?
It's a little animosity because he disrespected me, you know what I mean? And I met him in person, and we definitely cool, but I just feel like on a battle rap tip, he don't respect me. You know what I mean? I definitely like getting in the ring with him because I don't think he can fuck with me, honestly. Even though I think Cortez is dope. I'm trying to get Head Ice in 2016. I'm trying to have a nice set of battles in 2016. You know what I mean? All make sense battles. You know what I'm saying?
Head Ice. Wow.
I'd love to battle Pat Day, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm trying to, I don't give a fuck about that chain and none of that, but I'm just matchups that I'd definitely be interested in doing. But yeah, right now, J Murda this Saturday, you know what I mean? 2 o'clock on the second battle. I'm battling early, you know what I mean? So make sure y'all come through. I'm telling you, I'm promising a show, and that's really, you know, all I'm gonna say as far as what I'm gonna do. But I'm promising a show.
Okay. I ain't mad at that, man. I know one thing. I'm glad you're doing you, man. You helping save battle rap because without you, without Suge, without the gritty, grimy, filthy street nigga, you told that nigga, what you told Suede you? Oh, you told that nigga you'll stab him. What the fuck you said?
Get his lungs involved. Rip it out of his chest, show it to every one of y'all.
I mean, like, bro, like wordplay don't move me like that line moves me.
You know what? Let me ask you, Caps. Are you coming Saturday
to the RBE joint?
Yeah.
Man, Angie keeps telling me to come over there. I don't think we're gonna be able to make it because there's an event coming out here. Supposed to be a big event soon.
Yo,
so I'm not to be going to all kinds of events and shit. I wish I was. Like, I wish I didn't even go to the other one now. I could have just went to this one.
Listen, I think it's funny because I'm going to show a lot of people that I can do what a lot of people think I can't do because I don't do that shit. As far as, like, scheming, you know what I mean? I got a lot of shit for murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unfortunate that it's him. You know what I'm saying? That's no disrespect to him because I'm expecting him to be on his A+ game because he looked horrible versus Cortez. And now I'm hoping that he didn't prepare like he prepared for Cortez because, you know, I think he could have a future, but I think he could fuck it up if he come the wrong way on Saturday. I might put him in the ICU.
Okay. Talk that shit, nigga. Come talk that. This should be game. Listen, this is what angry fans be able to say. I want you niggas to talk about how you're gonna fuck your opponent up, and niggas, you know what the game is missing too, Raw? Niggas don't talk shit no more to each other.
Well, you know what, Cats? Niggas don't think, niggas act like I'm not elite, and niggas act like they haven't seen me on numerous occasions go to elite levels. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I think that's what I displayed in the DNA battle. Like, damn, Berg still can. I put that shit all together. It wasn't no crazy bombs. I didn't throw no too many room breakers. I had some shit about his pops in there that was pretty cool, but you know, I just was straight to the point. You know what I mean? For murder, I'm looking to shake the rum up a little bit. On some see what they do for views type shit. You know what I mean? I'm looking to go to that level with it.
Oh, so you trying to body him? Because if you body murder, that shit gonna be ugly. You trying to get him out the game.
You know what I respect about K-Shine is when he battle, and this is my opinion, when I watch him battle, it's like no in between with him. It's like either he gonna murder you or he gonna lose because it looked like he just wasn't on his game. You feel what I'm saying? Or he didn't prepare. Like I rarely seen him in too many like competitive 3-round battles. You know what I'm saying? It's either he gonna come up short or he gonna murder you. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like it's a coin flip, and that puts pressure on you. If that like him being my opponent, that puts pressure knowing that like damn, it's a coin flip. Because if he come with that shit, it almost don't matter what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's what type of shit I'm trying to be on. Like,
okay,
if you come with your best shit, you know, we gonna have a great fucking battle. Because I'm not coming with no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Every round, I want to win every round. You know what I mean? I don't want to, you know, have a light round when niggas be like, damn, Raw second was his light, or he had a light. Like every round, I'm trying to win. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, like I said, man, Saturday, blood, sweat, and tears. Look out for the Ness battle. If you close by, come through. It's down Center City. It's not really in the hood. It's like right near Temple. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you're out of town, if you're from Jersey and you want to see the battle, you can come through. It's right next to the Leah Core Center. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man.
That's what it is. Well, hey, my nigga, I appreciate you coming on. I'm going to be bugging for another interview. The world got to hear you, Raw. So I'm going to keep hanging up for these interviews.
Anytime, Cats. Anytime.
As for this, good luck, man. Do your motherfucking thing, man.
Salute, yo.
I appreciate it, man.
You already know, man. Be safe, homie.
All right, you too. I'll holler.
One.
Nigga fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up? Nigga, fucking heads, man.
Gang fan movement is the movement to move with.